I'm looking at chat on my phone.
Time for the PGP Super Bowl.
That's copyright.
Yeah, we can't talk about the Super Bowl.
The Booper Soul. We can't talk about do we have to like Pig Latin it? Is it that bad?
Our connection looks bad.
Oh no.
Oh,
no
yeah.
Moran says Doki. Is it bad?
Is it blinking? It's blinking. Why is it blinking?
No, not this. Is it that bad? It's free, and we thought it would be funny. If it's not funny, then we'll have to go back to Civ. Aren't you guys watching the game? Do we look like we're sports people? They're saying they can hear us. It's awesome. It is bad. Oh no.
Wait, the game is bad or the stream quality is bad?
Well, what's the number? It's cutting off.
Kind of not funny. You'll have to say.
That's probably okay, right?
Yeah, that should be all right.
I don't know why it's turning yellow.
Oh yeah.
It's good. No drop frames. We'll roll with this.
I mean, they're saying they can hear us, so audio's perfect. We're a little bit echoey because we're in the new conference room.
Yeah, there's no sound canceling. There's only one panel.
This game looks atrocious. I've heard that it's atrocious because it's a dating sim, and we don't know what we're getting into. It may be terrible, and if that's the case, we'll go back to Civ. But
by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content.
It doesn't look that disturbing thus far.
Well,
disturbingly high shorts, maybe.
Those
yeah,
skirts, whatever.
I mean, the whole idea of like the hentai high school girls. I guess that's disturbing to a lot of people. I feel like I'm jaded to it at this point.
I feel like something's wrong because I can't see the chat.
Did you not bring your service?
No, it's.
So I've got it on my phone. Takes 3 hours to pick up. I don't know if we're going to get more than one stream out of this.
This game is allowed on Twitch? Yes.
I think so, yeah.
He's selected in the game list. So
I watched Moon Moon play a little bit of it, and it looked really funny. So I was like, oh, we'll try it because it's free. So if it gets really nasty, we'll have to turn it off. But
there's also a bunch of Doki Doki games. If you put in the games list, Doki Doki, there's a ton of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. This game hurts my soul. It's that bad?
Have you played it? Or do you just assume?
Have you just seen stuff about it? Because I don't know anything about the late game.
Let's just find out. Let's just dive into this.
This is a new type of game. Now I'm like, everyone's like weird reactions in chat make me wonder if like we've made a huge mistake and we just don't know it.
It'd be funny to find out what we... Now I'm wondering if we're dating girls or boys.
It looks like girls.
The game audio might be a little
not suitable for children? It looks like a dating sim. I like it's the same artwork, just colorized.
Gotta just turn that down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, they could go even lower and that wouldn't hurt my feelings.
That's probably better. Oh, you can't see half of them.
But is that... Wait a minute.
We'll see what it looks like in the game.
What?
Are you also lowering it for chat because...
Low enough for chat? What?
It's a psychological horror game.
Is that lowered in relation to us?
Yeah.
Oh,
see, ours is still here. This is the desktop audio.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. I mean, you could drop it, like Chris has said.
Don't let them spoil it.
There you go.
We'll lower the music volume there, too.
I want to hear the... Is it all Japanese?
I don't know.
Do they even speak?
It was free. Enter your name. Wendell, what are you going to name yourself? Wendell Chan.
Oh, actually, I think you're supposed to be playing.
No,
so.
That's okay. I'll let you.
No, I think you should draft.
Yeah, I do too. You lose the vote 2-1.
I might hang around for this. Oh no, the hangs in oh no, oops, I hit back. The hangs in quotes. Does that mean? Oh, this is gonna be sad, isn't it?
Also, they can't see it. Wendell went out and bought like a huge spread of meats and cheeses.
And prosciutto and mozzarella.
And we got to talk about
the donuts.
So, if you guys have heard me talk about Polish donuts, I think you pronounce these prunskis. I don't know what they can say. I'll put it right.
That doesn't look like that's how you'd spell it.
Could someone give us a phonetic pronunciation that actually knows?
It's like Puski or Punski. It's Polish, so there's no. But these powdered sugar raspberry filled Punskis, 4 count.
I don't think that's how you pronounce that.
I guarantee you it's something like that. If you have these in your area, go and get them. Now you can only get them during like the month of February, Lent, whatever. The best donuts that ever been made by human beings. There may be some like Oh,
Made by
mostly-
human beings. Alien ones, there are better. But
like demons and angels and stuff, maybe. But human beings, I don't think so.
all right, so we're
Punch
using
key, Paul Hunter's punch key, yeah, something like that.
white with red text. We'll try. I got some because I wanted to see if they were good, so we'll eat some in a minute. Wendell's trying to keep the snap, crackle, pop. There you go. I had sushi before I came here. I didn't know Wendell was getting all this other food.
Chocolate covered marshmallow with a chocolate cookie on the bottom.
Are you going to narrate, Chris?
All you hate, I hate PUBG people. This is what you get. I mean, I guess so. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
Hi, who's that like?
Huh?
Who's that like?
Oh, that's me. I wake up really late all the time. And if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. Ah! Ah! I overslept again! But I got you this time! Oh, look, she literally screams the entire time.
She overslept, but she had no trouble dressing up. There's at least 3 layers of clothing there.
Well, I assume that, like, that's a
slept.
uniform. Maybe if only I said to stop and wait for you. You say like you were thinking about ignoring me.
Now, are we a male character?
I named the character Ryan Chan.
Oh, okay.
So, that's me and Ryan Chan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Oh. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have that in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say. What was that sound? Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ryan Chan, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. This is like UIRL. You told me you wanted to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of the many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about.
That does sound awfully familiar.
So you're like, so worried a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on game and anime.
Well, there you go.
Uh-huh. I wasn't thinking about that. About how I worried you that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know.
Oh, we gotta stop the game. We're underage, apparently.
Are we underage?
We haven't gone to college yet.
Oh, yeah. Who is this marketed toward? So what's this psychological horror? I don't see what's horrific
I think
about
that's
this.
the reason they give you those warnings, because like children might start this thinking that it's happy-go-lucky, and then it's going to take a dark turn.
I'm dreading what's going to happen. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Okay. How come she has no nose or mouth?
She's got a little nose. See the
little nub there.
This is a cute
It's
little
4
nose.
pixels.
She doesn't have any nostrils.
She
That's
doesn't.
the
She can't
They're
breathe through it.
surgically removed. It's little details like that that are meant to be disturbing.
I'll take a look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. But at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Oh, she's happy now. Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me takes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh, we're in school now.
All right, yeah.
This is what my classroom looked like. School is ordinary as ever, and it's not over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation.
This guy's really.
So
is this a guy?
Yeah, I think so. Clubs. Sawyer wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Oh,
Of course.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, here she is again. It's the same model. Same artwork. Sarah must have come to class while I was spacing
look
out.
at her eyebrows. They're not distressed this time.
Oh, that must have taken them hours to,
Yeah.
to change. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Low standards. Don't need to wait up for me. I'm going to make it late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know. Know what? Well, I thought you'd come to my club. Of course she did. There's no way I'm going to your club. What face is that?
She's sad. She's been taking.
Is that what you look like when you're sad?
Well, no, but I'd say I'm not an anime girl
anymore. Sawyer's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was even aware that she had any interest in literature.
Wait. How did we go from it's still the beginning of school to she's already VP? I thought school just started.
Well, it's probably, semester after semester. She's already established.
Yeah, she took down the old literature club. In fact, she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help me start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president.
Well, there you go.
Jeez, Wendell.
Immediately
poking holes in it.
Yeah.
That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. He only likes anime, which is the highest of literature. Going to anime club. She wants you to come really bad.
RP Chaser 07 has a really important question, which is this actually better than Cyberpunk Arena?
So far.
So, yeah. I mean, Cyberpunk Arena is pretty much garbage. I mean, this has some production quality, which is something. It has volume control.
Are we really just going to be reading this whole time?
I think so. I thought it would, let you, choose stuff, but apparently not.
Some voices, I guess not.
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member.
See, that's the devilish look. It's guilty. That's what.
Well, she doesn't have a sweat drop. How am I supposed to know?
She does. One.
Yeah.
Where?
It's blind. It's on her rosy cheek.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Well, that's not nearly exaggerated enough for anime.
Well, this is tasteful.
Oh, yeah. This is tasteful. And next to you, cupcakes and everything.
He says deadpan.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sori is really that much of an air hoard or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Oh, a cutscene. I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sarah across the school and upstairs at a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities.
Third year?
I assume this, would that be junior year?
Do they have the same structure as we do?
I don't know. Someone in chat, let us know. Sori opens the classroom door. The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome, girl one. Welcome to the literature club.
Look at this pose.
Her spine would be hurting doing that. But it does emphasize other assets.
Her hair length says villain.
It does. Well, in the dark, the violet, that's usually a villain.
I like the purple, though.
Oh, so you are a boy. Seriously, you brought a boy? So Ryan Chan is a boy.
Now, wait a minute. Girl 2 is not Sayori?
No. This is a different one. Wow, racist.
Her hair is different.
Yeah, they all have the same face.
No, I'm saying Sayori's hair has changed.
No, that's not Sayori.
This is a different girl.
Oh, okay. So yeah, okay. All right. You think they could make her hair a different color? I'm just saying.
It is a little different. The other hair color was more orange.
What is this thing? Is this a Brett?
I think so. I think the purple girl. I can't tell if she has a little thing in her hair.
I think she does.
She's also got color lines. It's hard to tell.
Oh, here's the other one. Ryan Chan, what a nice surprise.
Now, let's try to guess. So we've guessed that purple girl is probably villainous, right?
Yes.
What do you
she
think,
looks like the archetype.
What do you think about the younger looking pink hair girl?
She's comedy. She's relief.
You think so?
And I think that she'll be antagonistic toward our neighbor.
Now the girl with the sort of the auburn hair, she strikes me as more mature.
Yeah. She's going to be kind of the low-key leader.
Kind of a maternal figure. Okay.
She's probably the one who baked the cupcakes. ... Oh, thank goodness we had a click for that. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Oh, so he recognizes the opportunity.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Do we get dialogue choices?
That's what I was hoping, yeah. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes. Oh, so she's the cupcake maker. You could, yeah, see, look, they do kind of have, they do look similar. They have slightly different hairstyles.
But it's true that the one is, much less developed, but smaller.
Yes. Then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, so she's like the evil mastermind. Don't say things like that. Oh, now she's embarrassed. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki.
Was she stupid? Is that what?
She's actually not the villainous mastermind. It's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. That's a complete...
I don't know who Monica... Is Monica the...
She's the mature one.
Oh, okay. So
is
what's
she the
our
Westerner?
backstory with her?
It's great to see you again, Ryan Chan. Again?
And it's, of course,
she
throws
poses.
her breasts at us.
We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Oh, okay. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
So, we're socially inept, we don't have a choice.
Come sit down, Ryan Chan. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Oh, do we get to pick?
Oh!
Do we get to pick?
Oh.
I'll get the cupcakes. Oh, she's angry. She made him. She'll go get him. Oh, she's gonna make some tea? Wendell, that's the one for you. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. It's been wide so blah blah blah. Okay. Still feeling awkward. I sit next to so we don't get to pick.
Choose, but that was the right move.
That was right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably my the table, tray in hand. Are you ready? Oh, look how happy she looks. Ta-da! Whoa! That's the sound they made.
So are the cupcakes bad?
Lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats.
We should see that.
It costs too much to get the artist to do that. Whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea he was so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. And then this is where we get poisoned. It's delicious! She's already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction.
Which one was that?
This one. She's the one who baked it.
Oh, okay.
Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayuri said, well, maybe. Oh, she's angry now.
Wait, how did she didn't know we were coming?
She made cupcakes for the new member.
Oh.
Keep up with the plot. But not for you, you know. Dummy. Baka.
Those light fixtures in the back look like they're about to fall.
Which ones? These?
Yeah, they're not in the grid in the tray.
Yeah,
properly. I hope they're secured.
Well, they might destroy the cupcakes that we don't get to see.
Except we're not even back there. So.
Give up on
I don't know where we are in this.
Oh, then we get tea now. Carefully place the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom asking the real questions. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. That's what I was worried about. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Are we just going to sit and read? Is that what
Yeah, I know. I was thinking it was going to be like pick like different dialogue options. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Okay, this is you talk. Well, tea and reading might not be a good pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad.
I prefer my reading material in a more visual and spoken form.
You know, movies and TV. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
Yuri is purple hair?
Yes.
I'm still trying to get these girls straight.
Monica is this one.
All right.
Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that's practically dragged here.
You gotta be honest with a girl like Monica.
Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sawyer seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. What makes you feel like you feel... We'll make sure you feel right at home today. I'm just like tripping over words. A president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Ryan Chen says, Monica, I'm surprised. We don't know this bitch. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs.
Yeah, that's just... He's blowing it.
Oh, but yeah, look. See, he remembers, though. He's the leader of the debate club last year.
This is sad.
Well,
we
you
got
know.
We got a breast thrust for that.
To be honest, it's like a battle move. Magic missile, breast thrust. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs.
Yeah, that's true.
It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. That's something I was concerned about in high school. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Monica says, you could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature.
But someone else made the cupcakes and then someone else made the tea. What has this bitch even done?
Maybe she
Welcome
made the
to
flyer.
politics.
Type that in.
Open up the console. Insult Monica. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Just like on YouTube. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow into this club before we graduate.
Is she running for office?
I guess. Oh, look, they're all gonna agree. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three.
Wait, what was the goal?
To make
Start a new club.
Yeah, a literature club. Like make it a popular club. For the other students to join.
Okay.
Now, clearly, we're gonna have to choose which one of these girls to romance.
That's what I
So,
expected, yeah.
What's everybody's first choice so far?
I would go with Monica.
But no, that's the obvious choice.
Is it?
Yeah, because she's like, he already said, she's like the perfect one. She's good at everything.
Is she good at I thought like she's
He
just
said-
good at organizing.
No,
Oh yeah,
I said
she's
she was
popular and
popular,
athletic.
yeah.
There are calls for PUBG.
That's how desperate. You guys aren't enjoying this?
Now, GM Wikimedia, and I trust him because he's in Korea. He says this is just a long intro.
Oh, so can you actually do stuff? I was under the like perception that you'd be able to pick stuff in like dialogue trees.
I think I'm going to choose purple hair girl
You would pick Yuri.
because
Purple hair does seem the most evil, but there's something off about the girl with the green eyes.
Maybe she's the evil one.
if I were going to,
She's the leader.
If there's going to be a twist, yeah, I could see her being a killer. All right, go ahead.
This school must have some kind of a uniform where everybody has to wear a gray.
Well,
That's common in Japan, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
And that's of course where we are. Wendell, did you say were you also going to pick Yuri or?
Is Yuri purple?
Wendell,
I don't.
Yuri's the purple one.
See,
Monica's
now,
this one.
Sayori has.
This is our neighbor.
Yeah, what she's got going for her is she already seems like totally servile to our wishes.
That's true. She'd be like a dog instead
that's
of a
something
cat.
to factor.
This one,
Nah,
she's just
She's too young. Also, Sayori has not buttoned up her jacket. I wonder if that's.
it's to display her carefree
You
attitude.
think after school it gets loose and you can do whatever you want with your
Probably.
clothes? All right.
I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about They don't seem that enthusiastic. They haven't talked about any books they're reading. So Ryan, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. We have a whole bookshelf full of technical manuals over here. It could be worse. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Oh, Yuri's not impressed.
Oh, man.
Well, that can change. Oh, look at you making promises you can't keep. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the room of her teacup with her finger. What do you think she'll read?
I'm going to guess that she's into... Westerns. American Westerns.
American Westerns?
Yeah. Greek tragedy.
That's a good one.
Ooh, that is a good pick. Russian classic novels. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Krista.
Oh, maybe.
That's your stuff.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. But she doesn't actually mention any names of books, because that would get them copyright flagged. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, and it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people.
See, that makes me like her so much more.
No, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Someone's playing PUBG. I got the Steam overlay. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop?
I feel like this is a little bit of masturbation from the author, because isn't that what the
element
of this is going to be?
This must be the author's favorite.
Yeah, here we go.
I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to on the minimal level. He read an R.L. Stein book. It was a Goosebumps book. At this rate, Yuri might as well having a conversation with a rock. Oh, Monica steps in. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. This bitch, she doesn't look like gentle. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Just like this game is bound to do. Wink, wink. Oh, I hate horror, says Natsuki. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... ... Natsuki's eyes set over to me for a split second. Never mind.
What is her deal?
She's into you and she doesn't want to say anything. She was the one who cut in and was like, oh, you like manga, but then was afraid to say anything. She didn't want to push you away.
I don't see how that would push us away.
I don't understand what's happening.
I think
you guys clearly have never been a teenage girl.
In Japan.
Character's nose is really tiny. I had that same thought. Literature club with form. You like to write cute things, don't you, Natsu? Oh, she only watches cute stuff. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called, oh no. Don't say it out loud. And give it back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Must be something about cats then, right?
Probably. So Yuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her head on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Oh, look at, she did the anime face. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Wow. Okay, bitch. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't... like them... Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself.
Is it?
I don't think so. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri?
Oh, look at Monica, this bitch. Coming in, talking shit. I don't like Monica.
You don't like Monica?
No.
Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. That's the maternal thing talking. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, look how upset she is.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems, says Sayuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone. Oh no. ... question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own.
Why do we have to go home for that?
Because you can't work in a school system like this. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, Sayuri's just down for whatever.
Sayuri's just we could, whatever we present or anybody presents, she's just into it.
Let's eat some Tide Pods. Sayuri. Yeah! Let's do it.
That's not even a brand we have in Japan. Let's do it anyway.
Monica says, now that we have a new member, I think it would help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ryan-chan? Monica smiles warmly at me once again.
There's something up with Monica.
Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
This is a good move.
I never said I would join this club.
Yeah, you gotta like the cat with the string. You gotta pull the string back sometimes.
I'm not actually interested. They all look upset now, except for Sayuri, who's retarded. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by and never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh, now they're all upset. All 4 girls are staring back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought,
See? Look
Ryan-chan, you all, ... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if I'm writing a poem as the price I need to pay in order to spend every time with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. They don't look that happy.
Yeah.
Oh, there they go.
Oh, there we go. We got to get their reaction.
Okay. Sayuri wraps her arms around me. You really did scare me for a moment.
What, did she increase in size?
If you really just come for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Don't go to college. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Round of applause.
All right. Did we win?
Oh. It's going to keep going. I thought that was going to be like a cut.
I just remembered what this reminds me of.
What?
So I was in high school, and it was a setup like this. There was a club that had like 3 or 4 girls in it, and there was this guy that was as pure as the driven snow. And he said something that didn't make any sense one day, and I went by the club because I was like, there's no way that that's happening. And sure enough, that was happening. They would sometimes play a game called Find the Key, where the key would be hidden somewhere on his person.
That happened in real life?
That happened in real life. And it was like, oh yeah, we were playing the key game. It was just like, what? I'm just going to close the door and go on. It's fine.
That is weird. And I thought it was bad when I heard about what happened at the back of the bus.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you would expect that. But
what the hell?
Other thing was like, what's going on here? Why would you do that? You could just do the other thing. Never mind.
I guess I'm the only one thinking about where I would hide the key.
I think that's the joke.
What makes it really funny is you had to know the guy because he was just...
Oh, that's so weird.
He was a very innocent guy.
I'm so glad I stopped watching the Super Bowl for this.
GG, that was rough. You made it in. Oh, made it into the club.
Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem. Bitch, I got homework and you're sitting here asking me to do a poem? Monica looks at me once more. Ryan-chan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
That's gangster rap is how I express it.
How do you think Japanese schoolgirls would really react to that? Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Ryan-chan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Miss me with that.
I think we should, yeah.
Didn't they tell us in the beginning that we always do that anyway?
Yeah, she's our neighbor.
No, I was saying now that we.
Oh, then we never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. But now we're in the club too.
Yeah, I think I mean, if anything, Sayori is a perfect side hoe. So we keep that. We maintain
side piece.
That baseline.
Well, that would be weird if we didn't, because now we're leaving at the same time.
Just bye, and then you walk like 10 feet away.
I'm gonna be over here. Please don't come near me.
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Okay.
Novasti has actually subscribed during this game.
I'm so sorry. Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. You'll have to stay tuned to find out, chat. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Can we take a moment to notice how nice those houses are?
Yeah, it's like a condo. Pick words that...
So you think we're rich?
Oh, so this is the game part. Pick words that you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen.
All right. Well, the only one we really know much about is Purple Hair, right? We know she likes horror.
Horror film, yeah.
And what was the other thing she liked?
Fantasy.
Oh, yeah, fantasy.
Felis catus is your taxonomic nomenclature. An endothermic quadruped, carnivorous by nature.
They don't have that option here. The pink one liked manga and funny stuff and poetry.
What are the girls doing here? Are they?
Those are stickers that we keep in our notebook of our friends we just met.
Who made these stickers?
We did immediately after meeting them.
It's a tradition in Japan. When you meet somebody, you hand them a sticker of yourself.
Okay, all right. Well, so let's
not true.
Let's process of elimination this, right? We know that underage girl. But where's Monica?
Monica's not in this list, so I guess we have to pick between these three. So pick.
So we know that Sugar is the girl that made the cupcakes, and we don't want her.
Okay.
So Sugar's out. Anime is the girl that made the cupcakes, right? So that's out.
Wait.
Remember she said she liked manga, or she wouldn't.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So I think
Dream would probably be for her, right? Because she liked fantasy.
I think Smile and Cheeks is probably Neighbor Girl.
Probably, yeah.
So what are we aiming at here? I mean,
are we going for purple?
That would be my pick.
Okay. Let's do Dream. Oh,
Dream?
I guess I was right. She bounced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so she likes horror. So like Death, Graveyard, and Scars.
It's getting weird.
Essence sounds kind of like fantasy, right? Though.
Yeah. Are we gonna go for her again?
Well, I think once we start down, I mean,
Okay.
Listen, we got a min-max.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay.
Listen, I'm all over these girls. So at this point,
Destiny probably.
That's probably a good one. I don't know what is Starscape.
I mean, do we want to take a risk?
I think Destiny's probably really good.
Oh man,
it's incredible.
Three grown adults.
And we know she likes horror, right?
Yeah, she mentioned horror. All right.
This is too easy.
Swimsuit. Lol.
Maybe. Oh wow, there's
Rose?
not really.
Maybe Rose? No, that might be one of them too, because it's a flower. Joy is probably Sayuri.
But what is horror or fantasy? She said she also likes deep emotion, so maybe uncontrollable.
Okay. Oh, good call. Secretive, vivid, heaven sent, sparkle, fun, marriage, adventure, happiness, friends, disarray. I would say disarray is purple.
Probably so.
All right, man, we are just nailing it. Broken. Oh no!
You didn't even give us a chance to weigh in on it.
I was like,
You
has
don't know
to be.
these girls.
If she's actually secretly broken, then that would actually probably be like, she seems less vapid if she's that way because she's broken on the inside.
Inside, she's trying to hide the pain. Hide the pain, Harold.
I think probably tragedy. I mean, suicide would fit a horror, but I feel like maybe we could go too dark here.
Yeah. Because they said she was quiet.
Let's go tragedy.
Oh no, she's got the dark criminal underworld. Here.
All right.
She's actually a meth dealer.
Yeah, so don't do anything too dark for purple.
So misery would be another one that maybe would.
No, I think misery would go for her.
For purple.
No.
Oh, okay.
For neighbor.
Well, what about dark?
Maybe. How's this harder? Damn it!
What are we doing?
Daydream. Daydream has to be.
That's like fantasy.
Yeah. No! Oh, damn.
What about eternity?
That has to be purple.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right. Okay.
All right, we're back on it.
What about frightening? Frightening is horror.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
How many? There's 20 of these? Oh.
So many.
I'm so stressed out.
Vertigo is Hitchcock.
Oh, that might be horror.
It's a bit of a stretch.
But I don't see anything better. Because Pain might go for. God, what the fuck is going on with Sayori that she's into?
Yeah, she's all happy and but she's actually, maybe she's into some sort of weird kink. Landscape maybe would be fantasy. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's weird. I wouldn't have got that one. What about
Pure? Pure is probably the pink.
Misfortune, is that another possible?
That might be weirdo.
What is the girl in the middle?
That's the little girl who
You
made
think
the
that's like
cupcakes.
hair and
It's probably like sweet. They said she's cute.
She
Yeah.
has no personality. She's just a sort of a blank slate. I don't know. I think melancholy or misfortune. I don't know which though.
Oh, good call. Okay. Whisper, flying, vibrates.
Passion. She was very passionate.
No!
Oh, man.
Clumsy, jump, hope, existence. Existence might be hers.
Yeah, that sounds like the
Yeah. Warm,
Insight.
awesome.
She talked about like insightful literature and all that kind of bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Wow, listen. You know how to listen
I'm
to the
zeroed
host.
in on this girl.
Imagine.
Got some hobbies we don't know about.
Fantasy. That one's easy.
Where's fantasy?
Second one down.
Oh, okay.
What?
What a twist!
She said specifically.
Waterfall, maybe.
This one's prayer, maybe. I don't know.
Oh no, it's the crazy
This
girl.
poem is good
I hope we
shit.
get some sort of weird Mad Libs from this. Hi again, Ryan Chan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Okay. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back to the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Thanks for your promise, Ryan Chan, says Yuri. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. ... Natsuki says, oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sawyer told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. What's she gonna do?
That's a pretty direct threat.
Put out a hit for us? The Yakuza? Natsuki is sort of a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds yourself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Not good literature, but not wrong. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back down into her seat. Don't worry, guys. This dark bitch. Secretly dark. Ryan Chen always gives his best as long as he's having fun. And she'll make sure you're having fun. He helps me with the busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room.
Oh, what kind of bitch are we?
Yeah, how dependable. Yuri likes that, though. So, Yuri, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You can see it from his house, or you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Oh, yeah. Wait till you hear this poem.
Sawyer says, how come you and Ryan Chan are becoming good friends too?
Isn't today only like day 2?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, they're like in love.
Well, we've known
We knew Monica
Sayori
from last year, and we know Sayuri.
Yeah.
I hate the just ... As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Well, wait, Sayuri? Me? Not really. Don't be shy, says Sayuri. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Sayuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Yeah, we're really qualified to do that. Hey, don't worry about it. Oh, cool. Keep it cool. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, it won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. She just called the stupid. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. He didn't even tell us what he's reading.
What is it?
I just taste the book. Take the book. Taste it.
It's Mein Kampf.
No,
I was thinking everybody poops, but that works too.
It's gonna be like one of these technical manuals, like. Auto, electricity, electronics, and computers.
O'Reilly's design of Active Directory. Oh, thank you.
It's some light reading, even if you're not used to it.
Great, thanks.
Because it's just playing music. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
She keeps taking shots at our reading comprehension.
Listen, just because we don't read often doesn't mean we can't read.
It's not that I'm illiterate. I just don't like it.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities. What? Like just reading? But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in her book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri. Oh, so like once you pick...
You think?
Yeah, it seems like we're talking to Yuri more.
Well, we barely gave her the majority though, didn't we? What did we give her? Like 10 out of 20, I guess?
Yeah, it's probably enough though. At the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from the reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book, Mein Kampf. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Why is she making that noise while she's reading? How come they're never doing artwork with them reading a book either? Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right?
Why does she have 2 copies?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 separate copies of the same book?
My man!
Every time we come up with a question, they immediately answer it.
I know. It's good writing in this series. Except for when they do this.
Well, I think that's more of a Japanese language thing that we're not, it doesn't come from.
Well, I think and stuff like that. It's supposed to be like in English. So it's weird to me that they take the time to spell it out. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. Oh, awkward. So she went and picked a book out for us. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go.
I was in that situation once, and somebody asked me why I bought 2 books, or why I had 2 books, and it was like, well, I'm just going to loan you this one, and I didn't expect to ever get it back again. And sure enough, they never gave it back.
I like that you just told them. Listen, I don't think they'll return it.
Kind of to spot you, though.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean it that way, but it was like, every time I loan somebody a book, it never comes back.
It's true. It's very true. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad. I like that they're in the literature club and he's not reading it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story, just like this one. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov.
Ooh, Markov chains. All right.
Wendell's glad we picked this one. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Oh, she's weird. All right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from out of nowhere. She's just like, okay.
This is more foreshadowing about this story, right?
It has to be. It's got the subtlety of like a bag of bricks. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Ryan Chen? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I totally forgot that Yuri's into those sort of things. Not that we just filled out our sticker book about it. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective.
That's the second time she's talked about that.
Yeah. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they had their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest. Whoa. I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. You could be reading right now. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. ... Let me just go get the book. I quickly retrieved the book after I put it into my bag. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat. He slides into the DMs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. You don't have to talk to him. Which is fine if distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand why Yuri told me means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Okay, you guys are in love. I don't care. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... She does apologize a lot. It's very annoying. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. Oh look, her face got redder. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them.
This guy's
He's ballsy.
He's turned into fucking Will Chamberlain all of a sudden.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean into it a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Scandalous. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, look, we get a different view. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I don't do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But they're going to hold hands. I'm going to call it now. We're held even closer together than before, but it's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page.
I can't think clearly for all these hormones.
This makes me anxious because it reminds me of being in high school. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
Oh, now we have a reading speed issue?
Yeah. Well, maybe she's right. Maybe we are dumb. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Like, what does he do all day? They're in school.
This guy's basically retarded.
But smooth with the ladies.
You gotta wonder why they wanted him in this club.
I don't mind being patient, but it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange.
Yeah.
Who recommended this again?
This was a popular stream game. It might have been me. This might be a silly thought, but I thought there would be more like dialogue options, so like you could choose your own path, but it seems like it's a little more set in stone than that.
There's a lot of just one line at a time reading.
More blunt, blah, blah, blah. I feel like we're going to miss something important.
Yeah, well, we had to know everything she said last time for the sticker book.
We're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
How does he know her mannerisms? They've
been friends for like 2 hours.
She's we know a little bit about her.
I mean, I guess
she's not as weird as our neighbor.
Well, yeah.
That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait.
They're getting a lot of mileage out of the sideways look artwork.
Yeah.
Well, that's her embarrassed look.
Yeah, and this girl's just embarrassed about everything. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. So she's self-conscious about being confident, I think. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
How are you self-conscious about being confident? That seems like a paradox.
There's a lot of things that don't make sense. Like our neighbor.
Just roll with it.
Who's apparently we helped clean her room. What are you saying all of a sudden? ... Okay, everyone. Oh, Monica stepped in. I think it's about time we share today's... Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to do. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you've been looking forward to this. Oh, it's not. It's fine. I want to read the poem that we wrote. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. She's assigning. Yeah. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then I slip it back in my bag. Isn't corner? Come on. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't read. I hope we get to read this. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook.
Of course you did, that perfect bitch.
It's probably like written in gel pen too.
Calligraphy.
Hours.
Yeah.
I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, do we get to read it? Who should we show our poem to first?
Now, here's the question.
It's a choice.
Is picking her
Finally.
first showing her favor?
I would assume so.
I mean, we've already shared a moment with Yuri, so we should probably just roll with that, right?
So it's kind of implied that Sayuri is insane. Should we make friends with her so when she shoots up the school, she won't kill us first?
I like the way you think.
I'm not really thinking ahead in that way. I'm thinking about which one of these girls we're going to bang.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's classic Ryan Chan.
So, Yuri, I mean, emotionally broken, underconfident, I feel like that's the easiest target.
Okay. Yuri seems to be the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Oh, she likes it.
See?
Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. That's not what she's doing in that picture.
Uninstall.
Oh, he's going to hate me.
She said that out loud?
I think that was in her head.
How did we read her mind?
Well, we also have mind powers, but it's not explained. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ah! Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Well, we really just clicked through our sticker book. It was like Mad
We
Libs.
just stumbled through the dictionary.
It was a gooey, and we tried to think of things that reminded us of horror fantasy.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you, so she loved it. First time writing. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking down more thoroughly.
I mean, if this happened to me, I would be less inclined to take her seriously because it's like, you obviously don't know. Because I'm not talented.
I'm not good at this. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there's types of specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together.
Well, this bitch is getting out of hand now. We don't need to take this.
The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as her demeanor totally changes. Now she's mad at us. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you should be blamed for. I mean, you can hardly read. Oh, Zim's playing Left 4 Dead. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things.
Whoever made this game, did they think we really needed all this exposition about writing? And
yeah.
can we just get
She
on?
says that everyone in the club is going to give us valuable feedback.
Oh my god.
Now, so you can be a little bit biased, though.
Which one was Natsuki, the young one?
Yeah, she's a little one.
Okay, yeah.
Biased how?
She's a little fireball.
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Oh, do it, bitch. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, do we get to read it? Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, we do get to read it! Oh, I can't read that horrible font.
Ghost under the light.
Oh.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. I must be this one. Oh, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm breathing air of the purest, but living it in the past. I think I got that right. The light flickers. I flicker back. 6 of 10.
Seems like filler written by a video game developer.
I'm sorry, such terrible handwriting. You do have horrible handwriting. We're marking off at least 3 points. I wasn't thinking about that at all. It took you a long time to read. What is it?
That was your fucking handwriting. Come on.
She's like, man, you are just really dumb.
Chicken scratch.
Well, I just don't read script very... Oh, wow, now we're just playing into it. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Of course she does. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. I don't know what that means.
She's a ghost hunter because I can't date a ghost hunter.
She's actually a Bigfoot hunter. She hunts the Yeti.
I could maybe go with that.
Actually, the story's isn't about a ghost at all, Ryan Chan.
I think one of the ghost hunters has a house around here. Maybe we could talk him into playing this with us.
He could give some valuable insight.
Yeah.
I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, because you couldn't have possibly read it in that short amount of time.
It seems like, I think she's playing with us, because every time she, throws a little something out there, then she just bashes it the next time.
Pulls that string back.
She's playing with her emotions. It's working. I'm so in love with her.
Remember, the poets that often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work, they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. X.
What is that expression?
She's obviously deeply moved by her own thoughts.
Okay.
And soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's not. I thought she was going to be like, yeah, of course it is. Yours was impressive too, so. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Ryan Chan. That's your best.
You think she's ever cut her hair in her life to have it that age by high school, or that length by high school?
No.
Seems unlikely. I mean, she could be a mutant, though.
Oh, so we have to pick another person. So we have to do all these people.
Do you think this order matters?
Maybe do we want to do Sayori just so she doesn't kill us later?
Again, Sido. I think we definitely want to make her number 2. This
is a good poem, Ryan Chan. Are you sure it's your first time? It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? She's like, I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really just happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. I like that he really hates this girl, but he's still friends with her. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Ryan Chan. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, Trying new things like this for other people, it's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri.
To join the club? I thought.
Yeah.
We were pretty much berated into joining. I don't think that's really true.
We joined solely because, the girls.
Hot girls, yeah. I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Oh, so maybe we are into her. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too. I wonder what hers is about. It's probably like death and chains. Oh man.
Oh, she didn't write cursive. Okay.
I'll
Can
have
you
to-
read that?
This looks like the same developer with like trying to disguise their handwriting.
I think this is a different font. This looks like a Google font maybe. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub my sleepy eyes.
Rub the sleepy from my eyes.
Oh,
You're too blind for this.
yeah, I am too blind.
Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
What the hell? But all the horrible mean words we picked were the ones that got picked for her.
Well, that seems like a deranged individual wrote that, right? I mean, it's sort of like a
She said she didn't want to wake up again.
what do they call that? Like borderline?
It turns out that literature clubs are how Japanese schools prevent school shootings. They can get.
They isolate all these kids.
And they tell, so they've identified this guy as a problem. And so they tell the girls, you got to recruit this guy.
Yeah.
Make it seem like it's his idea.
Yeah, we're secretly being examined by the school psychologist. There's like a one-way mirror at the back of the classroom.
It's
they
that
have
chalkboard over there. They're like peeking through to see how we ooh, this chair is so weird. It like
We should swap that chair out. It's terrible.
all right.
And they're like, well, this guy's not playing the key game yet, so obviously he's
The
not.
key game. Oh, that's
He's
so
not,
weird.
He's not a.
Also, I think, so it's 8:30. I think at 9 o'clock, we take a brief pause and you do a review of
Of the donuts. I was thinking I kind of want a donut.
Yeah. So you got that to look forward to. You only have 28 minutes to wait for that.
I'm not mad. I just want breakfast. Me too, Sayuri. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Oh, I bet she did. No,
Look how guilty she is.
just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question, but Wendell does all the time. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best, and now I'll punish you. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Which is kind of an insult, considering how we think about this chick. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Good for her. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
Is toast big in Japan? I figured they eat rice instead of bread.
I think toast is big pretty much everywhere. I mean, it's just toasted bread. There's nothing fancy to that. I think what you put on the toast is different.
Eggs? She said eggs.
Oh. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. What? Oh, Monica's the leader of the club. I was like, what does that have to do? Next time, I won't forget. I bet you won't. Oh.
Oh. What have you done?
Save? Oh,
I must have hit down here.
Oh.
And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I guess. All right.
Wait, do we have another poem assignment now?
Well, probably will, I guess.
All right.
Chat, vote on your phones right
I
now.
think Monica should be last because isn't she the leader?
She is the leader of the club.
It's
Yeah.
like, your lieutenants have vetted my poem. It is satisfactory.
I definitely think we should freeze Monica out.
She's going to shoot us first. Oh, we're not saying anything. Ryan Chan, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Oh. What? Harsh. What, you couldn't believe that you actually put effort into this? Wow, this little...
Well, remember, she was the least.
Oh, yeah, we had the lead. Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Oh, now she's mad. Painful to think about? Oh, she's still mad. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now, knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. What?
Do we need to read this one? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it.
Yeah, she's definitely underage.
Yeah. She's.
I think she might. I mean, I don't think a 2-year-old would write that.
I like how the music changed to something, more elementary.
It makes me wonder what Monica's poem's going to be like.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it.
No. Why does our character lie without our permission?
I know. I really was hoping we'd get dialogue options. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even try to take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express? What is she expressing in that poem?
They're complaining that they can't hear the game sound, so turn that audio slider up and
Which one is it?
it's
That
okay,
one.
that
Yeah.
This one?
Give them
Halfway.
as much more as it was.
Like here?
A
Yeah.
little bit more than that, probably. I mean, it's just music.
Yeah, I took my headphones out because it's just music. Yes, exactly. Oh, I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. What's hard hitting about her poem? Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Esports ready.
Wasn't she the one that's in the manga?
Yeah. Well, she first tried to write a poem. But...
So, does she have little canine teeth sticking out there?
Yeah, she does. Maybe she's a vampire.
Oh.
Is that some kind of allegory? Like, just because I like manga doesn't mean I'm unsophisticated.
Well, she said that she doesn't like it because everyone in high school is trying to be sophisticated. That was her complaint. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? I mean, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care about how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. What a weird person.
Do
All
we
right.
really need to make this choice?
Yeah, we have to.
Did you really have? I guess you had the choice to close the game there. So.
Yeah. Hi, Ryan Chan. Having a good time so far?
Not necessarily.
Yeah. Good to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions for the club, like new activities or things
The
we can
key
do,
game.
I'm always listening. That is the most messed up thing I've ever heard. Not the most, but it's up there. It's so weird. Oh. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Let's talk about Israel and Palestine.
She's like, what? Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going off the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah! Don't worry, Ryan Chan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Ryan Chan. I was going, ooh, in my head when I was reading
But
it.
we were not able to make this about her. So, like, are we always going to get this response from her?
I don't know. It's really metaphorical.
No.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
Since we haven't read our own poem, I would posit that no matter what we have written, their reaction would be this.
No,
Would be as we
no,
have-
because we tailored this toward Yuri.
Yeah, and Yuri
That's why
liked
the
it the
young girl
most.
didn't like it.
Yeah. Our choices affect the gameplay.
Okay.
This is a deep and sophisticated game, and I think level 1 should try to replicate its success. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way I always counts when I put in some effort. Ahaha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look, she's onto us. Writing's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Neri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure...
I would love to hear her analysis of Ode to Spot. It's just the most septic poem ever.
I thought that the one Eagle Flies, whatever the hell that other girl wrote, I thought that was pretty bad. I'm not sure I'm anywhere near her level yet. Don't worry much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn and try new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Monica says, that's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Okay. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles. So maybe she's giving us a tip in the game right now. To like maybe try different outcomes, see how the characters react to it.
Or telling us that we can get different endings.
Maybe, yeah. I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. So if you just pick random ones, it's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ah! Oh, and we do it back.
Except we start with the A and she starts with the H.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident someone who claims to not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way. Oh, I can't read this shit.
Hole in wall. Not hole in the wall, hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? Spackle, yeah. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like the film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Glory hole.
Yeah, that's what I was I just wanted to make sure I was the only one.
That's for sure what that was.
My mind did not go there, but now that you bring it up. But it's too late.
Bravo, developer, bravo.
Too late, my retinas. That is awful. I can't. I didn't think about that, but now.
That's for sure what that was.
So what do you think? It's very freeform, but that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. She says, it's okay. This kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays.
I'm not the right person to ask for feedback because I'm not into anonymous sex acts.
But Monica's into it.
And rest areas.
That is a lot of poems with putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one?
I was at a Sunoco station last night.
I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphanies. It's not that funny, but like Wendell dying is like, it's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better for it. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Anyway, another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink.
I don't think that's how pens work anymore.
No, but
she's working with a quill and ink.
She is, because remember she had pristine handwriting.
Oh, that's right.
So just move your hand and go with the flow. Okay, Monica. That's my advice for today. She picked that one up at a gas station too. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone.
We're back to the chipper music.
Okay. Everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even though they're just being nice. There's no way my poems stand up to theirs. This is literature club. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Oh, so we're reading their minds again, as we do. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? This clearly is about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try really hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way.
What aren't we the only person who's read it at this point?
I guess, well, apparently Sayuri liked it, unless she's lying.
Oh, okay.
She might be lying, we don't know. And Ryan, I mean, it was okay. Natsuki, let's not go crazy here. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, she just does like a Z snap. Excuse me, I appreciate the offer.
Except they don't have that alphabet. So.
She does an aw snap. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon unless I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Ryan-chan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, the music stopped.
Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I meant. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Ryan-chan appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
They've been standing this whole time.
Don't bring logic in here. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Oh, do we get to pick? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh, now she's mad. Oh, Sayuri's in. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ryan-chan started showing up. What? Natsuki. I'm Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh, they're angry at Monica. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls run toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Ryan-chan, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is often more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ryan-chan. Well, wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Ryan-chan? Oh, do we not get to pick? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? I don't know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Vote now with your phones.
I don't know. I mean, we've already started down this road with Yuri. If we go to Sayori...
Sayori's our crazy neighbor.
She's going to think that we're into her, right?
Yes, I would think.
I think we stick with Yuri. That's my vote.
Okay, what do you think, Wendell?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's fine.
Oh, Wendell, I mean, I know you have deep strategic thoughts about which girl we should go with in this argument.
I'm going to learn more about Truck Stop Monica, honestly.
Yeah, really, this is all filler so we can learn more about Monica's life.
We're just going to follow Monica home today and wait till she stops.
Okay.
See if she goes to the bus station.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree with Yuri anyway, but Natsuki.
Well, you would agree with her because she's into fantasy.
You're right that I like your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. You wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're seriously a talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see.
But we didn't take a stand either way there. We just went all Mr. Rogers on it. What was
Yeah.
the point of choosing?
I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Okay, so now we're kind of coming down back on Natsuki. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you really felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Oh, Monika's stepping in. Mom. You both said things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fish. Her fish.
A fish?
Oh, I have a hard time reading. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She'll kill us first. She's trapped at the point of being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sayuri steps in. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It really spares me time to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Now, if we were after her, we should rescue it and give it to her later, but I don't care about it.
So just let it rot. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at the desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. She just said it. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, Ryan-chan. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have a part in this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful.
So is she saying that she has the ability to grow her breasts at will? Is that?
She probably stuffed her bra.
Oh, okay.
Did they change the artwork? I can't tell.
I wasn't paying attention. Someone who's in the chat and is a creep, let us know.
I got them drawn.
Yeah.
We'll see if they get smaller now. Okay, let's make a note.
This is a better love story than Twilight.
They each go to about halfway across her bicep. So
Okay.
tomorrow they're smaller. We'll know that's a huge attention to detail.
Or they're just way bigger. She just overstuffs to compensate. What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind. I'm going to make some tea. Oh, good idea. Make enough for more than one
they're
person.
almost non-existent. She does have the ability.
To just randomly grow them.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
what you kind of... Oh, do we get to do another quiz? Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about the sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly.
Well, at least she came back.
Yeah, she did come back. Well, she went out, and threw her poem down and shot up a schoolyard.
Had a cigarette.
Had a cigarette. She's like 12. She's outside smoking.
Open her locker and make sure the AK was still in there.
Yeah.
So soon, my pretty. Slammed it.
Ryan Shan, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing
You want
tomorrow.
to write another poem?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Okay. I think to myself, I did learn a little about the kind of poem everyone likes. That means we can impress everybody better. Ready to walk home? Let's go. Oh, I thought we were going to follow Monica home. It's really been a while since Sarah spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Oh, so we're kind of into her too.
Yeah, side note.
About what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Ryan-chan, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
Isn't this only like day 3?
Yeah, that's day 2 still.
This is
This is like quite the novel. It looks like Sirius still hasn't caught on to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there?
That's right.
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to see Sayuri's internal monologue sometimes.
She's basically empty.
Well, yeah, that was all the words that, like, made her happy. Let's do this.
What are we doing?
Well, I think we have to write another poem, right?
Oh, well, we're not writing it with her. Okay. So,
All right.
are we gonna?
Sports ready.
Are we gonna keep going for Yuri here?
Well,
You know, it's 8:55. I'd say before we take this poem on, it's time.
it's time to get. I'm gonna get a glass of milk.
It's time for the punchki break.
BRB.
I'm still stuffed from dinner. I'm not going to join you. I had 4 of them yesterday. Friday, I mean. So I'm
I'm gonna get the charger for my phone because it's so dead.
This game is so strange. I'm kind of disappointed that we don't get more choices throughout it.
whole milk.
This is half.
2%.
Yeah, 2%.
Oh, okay.
Creepier inspecting the pixels. Looks like their mass hasn't changed. It's a visual novel. I was thinking it was dating sim from what I'd heard about it, so I don't know.
I'm sad that we don't get to make more choices.
Yeah, I was really hoping it would be like, how do I manipulate the situation to make it better? Boiler snake break. Start is slow. Lots of stuff in the game a bit later. It seems like it might take a darker turn. Like, there are hints of weird.
Well, I think that's sort of spoiled by the Steam page, but.
Oh, did you read the Steam page? I didn't look at it at all.
The tags is horror. Like, how could this be horror?
Yeah. Are you sure Team PGP will be streaming tonight? We always stream on the Super Bowl because we don't care about sports.
3 hours till it picks up, so the whole stream.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll continue with it. We'll see how it goes. Who knows? Maybe it will be really interesting in unexpected ways. I can't get this box
Just
open.
slide your finger under there. Look at those beauties.
They smell like regular donuts, chat.
Oh, but wait.
Oh, I didn't get a napkin or anything.
Yeah, that powdered sugar's gonna be all over you. Well, these, you want these paper towels?
Yeah, grab them.
They might have grape juice all over them.
That's fine.
Yeah, this is wet.
It's fine. Oh, maybe not fine, but at least I won't get the
I
sugar
might
on
have
me.
some in the bathroom. Because you want to eat off the bathroom
That's
paper towels, right?
well, obviously. I'll be right back. I'm gonna come into work tomorrow and my voice is just gonna be completely gone.
Does Kroger have the Polish donuts? I haven't
I
seen
don't
them
know.
at Kroger.
I don't go to Kroger very often.
Meyer is where we get these. I don't think it's made by this company, whatever it is. Let's see. Herbert A. I'll read you. Let me read you the song of the Punchki.
I'll just hit the mic there.
Well, somebody didn't close them back up.
I figured Wendell would want one when he gets back.
For hundreds of years in my beloved Poland, my countrymen have been celebrating the arrival of Lent by making punchki. Oh, it gives you a pronunciation.
Oh, it does?
Punchki.
So does Punchki.
These delicious jelly-filled donut balls, dough balls, they don't call them donuts, are made from the finest ingredients and are covered with several types of sugar or glaze. For Fat Tuesday, Ostaki, the day before Ash Wednesday, our bakers make punchki because we are going to fast for 40 days and we want to use the ingredients in our households. Our German neighbors to the west call them Berliners, and our Austrian friends in the south celebrate with the Kropfen. Please join me, a Polish-American leader, and your father and your baker in reliving this old Polish custom
Your father.
by enjoying the punchki. Herbert A. Palinko, KSIS. What is a KSIS? recipient of the Cavalier's Cross, Poland's highest civilian award.
I mean, they're pretty good. Like, I just took a bite. The dough is like...
Sort of stiff, right?
Well, it's also like sort of sweet, but not in like the cloying
right, exactly.
kind of way. It's
the
interesting.
Sweetness all comes from the sugar and the filling.
I haven't gotten to the filling yet. Wendell, do you want one?
No, I've had pinwheels and fruit and prosciutto mozzarella.
I might have prosciutto in a minute.
Oh, the prosciutto is so good.
Grizzle reading a box of script still more entertaining than the Super Bowl. Are the Patriots winning? Is anyone watching like in another monitor? Watching this in one monitor and then watching the Super Bowl in another? I have some milk. This is probably like the healthiest thing we've drank.
Civilian award for donuts.
That's a country I can believe in.
So how would you rate that? What's the best donut you've ever had, and where does that rate next to it?
I got sugar on my black pants. There was a donut place near my college that you could walk to, and it was really good. But I would say this rate's better because it's subtle, which I didn't think I would like because I like really sweet stuff, but it's really good. It's surprisingly good.
The Amish donut place that went out a few years ago had a powdered donut that was kind of like that, and I think it was probably better when it was fresh. But that's really good.
Ooh, I just got to the raspberry. That's good.
I would like to try these when they're fresh out of the oven. I wonder what that's like. But I feel like they need to take some time to harden up because they're not the softest donut for sure.
Oh, you got a text.
Somebody, it's from Yuri.
Oh, Yuri's like, hey, are you writing on your poem right now? And you're like, oh, I'm just eating a donut. And she's like, you would be because you can't read, you fat fuck.
She doesn't talk to me like that.
One of you can work the mouse for a while if you want to read it.
You want me to take over?
Yeah.
So you can eat?
I'm waiting for the twist in this game. I'm waiting for a new mechanic too.
All right, so we're still going after Yuri. What do you think? You think horror still?
Yeah, she's still into horror and like deep stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I got her. So she also likes big words, right?
Yes. Well, there's the word fantasies right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, what?
What? The paint girl.
Graveyard for horror, you think? Although that might be...
That might be the weird girl, our neighbor.
Let's just test the waters here. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So how about... I mean, universe is kind of fantasy-ish, maybe?
Maybe?
This
Are you willing to risk click on that?
I'm looking for feedback here. What do you think?
I would tend toward uncontrollable.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Good call. Okay, so... Death?
Oh yeah.
Although that might be Scary Girl.
You can't pick Monica, which is a bit
It's
of
a
a...
neighbor. Her neighbor's a serial killer.
There's something twisted.
There's a real darkness there. I wonder, like, so 20, I guess you can't do a perfect. Somebody has to win. Although you could do...
Now, if you replayed it.
And 9 and 2, right?
Oh, yeah, you could in theory have a tie.
Okay. Adventure. That's like fantasy, right?
Yeah. Oh, no.
What here? Unstable?
Daydream?
Didn't we get Daydream last time?
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
I guess we're switching over to Sayori.
No, don't.
Uncanny. That's kind of like... Or maybe Misery. I feel like Misery's gonna be Middle Girl.
No, Middle Girl's all kawaii, cute, fun.
Oh, that might be Sayori. Okay, what do you want to go with?
Well, no, Sayuri will be all the weird ones.
Disaster?
I think Disaster will end up being Sayuri, but you know...
What do you think?
I think... maybe Calm?
Calm?
Yeah, for purple.
That's a wild card.
shit. Why is it her? She's not calm at all.
No, it was not marriage. Infinite, right? That's deep.
Probably.
That's
Okay, all right, we're back on the right track.
eternity. That's the same thing. Think. Philosophy.
We don't care about our input. You guys got to type faster. I would say philosophy's purple.
Yeah.
Oh, good call.
Extraordinary.
That I would think that's purple. What? It's a big long
At
word.
this point, we're taking Sayori. It's crazy. Ambient.
That sounds like her music taste.
What about Journey?
Well, either of those I think would be
I think
purple.
she's a big fan of.
Well, purple could use some Ambien without the T.
She took a midnight train going anywhere.
What about Imagination?
That has to be
That's
yours.
purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
My phone went
I'm
up.
thinking Tenacious, maybe.
Like Tenacious D.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Tragedy could be
Yeah.
Sayori.
Wait. Why is Doki Doki there? I feel like that's.
Doki Doki is
this
a
girl, heartbeat.
yeah, it means heartbeat in
So
Japanese.
tragedy could be Sayori. Anxiety. We know that Purple Girl has a lot of anxiety, right?
Yeah, she's unconfident.
Yeah.
I like that she got happy when you picked it. Like, yeah.
Contamination. And that could be some crazy shit with Sayori, though. I don't know.
Yeah, Sayuri, like, she's probably, well, isn't
What
her
about-
her
what about-
bedroom's disgusting too.
What about Dream?
Dream has to be purple. Yeah.
All right. Fester, Scars. Oh, it's madness. How about Insight
Sure.
or Disoriented?
Do Disoriented just as a wild card. Oh, okay.
Secretive, probably, or Destiny. Did we do Destiny last time?
I think so. I think there's similar words to what we did before.
Yeah. And
I bet if we picked,
Crimson.
I bet if we picked Depression, it'd pick up the Sayuri again. What the hell? There's something wrong with her. We don't know what it is
I
yet.
think Essence was one of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm starting to remember these. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got her. I think we got her again. You want me to read while you eat?
Yeah, I'm still eating.
Wow, this club meets every day. When
Yeah,
I was in
it's-
high
it's
school,
a
it was
very-
like once a week, maybe once every other week.
You can monitor the chat while
Oh, okay.
Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Ryan Chan. I can't keep that up.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yo, Sayori. Did I say yo unironically in Japan? Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, you basic bitch. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Wow.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? I bet it's a vending machine, isn't it? No thanks. That's not like you at all.
You're usually at my beck and call.
I have my reasons, and it's a purple-haired vixen. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? What? What's going on here? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair.
I didn't say she's a gold digger.
How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, and that I will lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Pig. So that only leaves one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
Wow.
This is Yuri. I can't do a different voice for Yuri. They're all gonna have the same.
They'll go the same high pitched anime.
Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
You're a terrible liar, Yuri.
Yuri! Tell Ryan-chan to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair.
God, everyone just like piled on her.
I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed in my book.
You're doing those voices.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. But you can't insult this girl. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and I had to accept the revolution. The revolution.
What's gonna happen?
We have to go against the bourgeois. Seize the means of production, Yuri. Retribution. That still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come here if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Oh wow, the master manipulator. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh! Did I just slap her? God! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sarah in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh, it wasn't us. Okay. Ow! What was? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is that a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
What the hell is happening?
Turns out she's not actually literate.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Show good. Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Does everybody get a cookie? Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the clubroom.
Oh no.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me.
Sayori's probably killed her.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. Yeah, I bet she did. Down at the Chevron. She's pretty popular after all.
She's pretty down at the Chevron.
Yeah. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are.
So sorry.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Oh, she's musical too. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica.
Of course she does. She's perfect.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool.
So is Monica into us too?
Sorry.
It kind of sounds like it.
I mean, the way that this game is designed,
We have no control over Monica. It's the one wild card we can't do anything with. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ryan Chan. Monica smiles sweetly and thrusts her breast forward. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks.
Can you please laugh like that at client meetings?
So I didn't miss anything, did I?
When we have that lunch later this week?
Maybe you could casually talk about looking things up on Grindr. We were on the receiving end of that once, chat.
That was weird.
Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet.
Oh, okay, so this is where we seduce Yuri.
We gotta read the poems again, right?
I assume.
Alright. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Oh, slut. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh no. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Is it black? Make tea in the closet? I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
That's important information for us to know. Keep that in mind, chat.
Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements.
Wait, plugging in a kettle that has no water, that's dangerous. That's a fire hazard.
Listen, they're in high school. They haven't been to college or anything. They don't know.
To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk. I can't remember who's talking sometimes. Might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Look at this.
To the women's restroom to go get water.
Eh? Yeah, we're gonna get some water from the toilet. We're at the top of the toilet.
Let's go to the Chevron. You want to go?
I was gonna get some 93 octane, if you get my drift. You know? Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. Does it? We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
Subtle.
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping involve Ryan Chan in club activities? Eh? Exclamation point? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Ryan Chan. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow.
Oh, is it a new set? Oh no, we've been to this hallway
before. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing.
What?
I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Ryan-chan, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Well, Yuri, when you were around 12, something happened to you.
Well, she was like, how come I'm being mean to people? I'm irrationally irritable. It's like, have you been menstruating at all?
Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend.
Friend, you say? We just friend zoned Yuri. Yuri lifts her head. Ryan-chan, I really like being friends with you. Oh, that was me. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah? Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
It's taking a long damn time to fill this water pitcher.
Well, they had to sit and talk about their feelings for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Ryan-chan, do you like oolong tea?
No pu'er, please.
Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well.
We can't jeopardize our chances with this girl, Wendell.
Not only does this school have tea, but they've got choices for your tea.
I assume she brought it in from home, right?
Oh, you think she just got it in her pocket, just loose?
Just loose. She pulls some spaghetti out of the other pocket.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Oh, that's important info.
Do they use Fahrenheit in Japan?
I'm learning another weird thing about Japan, and that is, if any high school student in America took tea to school, they would be arrested for drugs.
Yeah. Get this pot out of here, son.
It would take 6 months for them to do the drug test to be like, oh wait, this isn't pot.
This is actually just tea.
Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Oh wait.
That was from your... Oh, that's hard.
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. She's got a little scale in her pocket.
Again, you'll be arrested for drug paraphernalia.
She just keeps pulling more and more weird stuff out of her pocket.
To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do.
I mean, she's only tried it in one day, so.
When it's you who's around anyway. Just throwing it out there. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Ryan-chan. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Ryan-chan, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
She's what, 16?
Was this another homage to the big boobs?
Maybe.
Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yeah. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well.
Oh,
didn't we just have cookies? Oh, that was me saying that.
Yeah, but yeah, you're like pimped out here. You're ready to go.
It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can stand.
It's, I mean, remember, you're kind of dumb anyway. You can't read well.
Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper.
Oh, he's gonna spill it on his crotch.
Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. Do you think my bad is a Japanese phrase? No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh.
This is some different artwork. Oh, look, you can see the dust in there.
Oh, wow. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. He's going to feed the chocolate. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth.
That's too bold. Too forward for Ryan.
Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. If that means I can't stop here, I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm.
Did she spit the chocolate out? I mean, it's kind of confusing. Oh yeah, it's gone. She just...
Ryan-chan. Sorry. But I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was.
Just like Monica just likes to go down to the gas station.
Monica just needs to... She forgets when she shops. And she keeps having to go back to the gas station. Time and time again. Sometimes she doesn't even remember to get what she went for to the gas station. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. Monica's going to interrupt this, that bitch.
This is like so bizarre.
I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling in the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay.
Break it up, you two.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone.
Where's the teacher at this club? Like,
Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems.
She like spits the chocolate all over the book.
Ryan-chan, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. Spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a mod for this game that can replace chocolate with Tide Pod.
Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Okay, who are we gonna show our poem to first this time? I mean, I feel like we're on a one track with Yuri, but it seems to be working.
Should we just like go for the unpredictable
Go
thing?
for Monica. Let's see what she says, because she's like the tutorial bitch.
I was thinking Natsuki because that's the only one that's
she doesn't
the one
like us,
that
though.
matters the least.
All right. Listen, wild card.
Wild card, bitches.
Well, you want to do the female voices?
I'll try. Okay. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're at Yuri's level.
That was the assignment. What were we supposed to do? Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me.
Eh?
You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? Keep your voice down.
You know Yuri would love this angsty.
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... I mean...
Ooh.
Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did was beyond me.
I am so done with you.
Natsuki shoved the poem I handed her back over to me.
Oh, sorry. I was just reading it in my head. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting a young girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place.
Oh, we don't get to read her. I kind of liked reading their poems because they were so weird.
That's true, we didn't. Alright, so what are we going to do now? It didn't seem to matter. If it wasn't written for her, going first doesn't matter.
Okay, we'll do Monica. I want to see what Monica says. Hi again, Ryan-chan. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself, just like a teacher. Maybe soon you'll come with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for me today?
Sure, here you go.
I gave my poem to Monica. All right, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your rough style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Oh, everyone's on you, man.
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to... She's just patronizing you. You gotta knife her. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature. It's like a light turns on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her.
You completely misunderstood.
Ahahaha. Calm down. I'm kidding, but not really. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Oh!
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but... Well, it's not really anything. Oh.
Well, there's not anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, Is there... Well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? What? We just got a bombshell dropped on us. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save Me, I think is what this is?
Yeah.
The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless.
I've been struck by inspiration. It's like, let's see. Tangent, cosine, sine, 3.14, 159.
I think what she's describing is the noise at the bus station.
Well, I thought she maybe went into what is it when you like smell colors? Synesthesia?
Stroke?
She has synesthesia all of a sudden.
Red, green, and yellow would have been much better than red, green, and blue for the bus station, because that would be the stoplight outside.
Do they use blue in Japan, maybe?
Well, RGB.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
It's kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the rhymes really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Ahaha! Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't really the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind.
Oh, it's breaking the fourth wall.
Or something unexpected may should we save? Is this even a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Save your game. Yes, she's definitely tutorial.
So, I guess save?
Oh, do we really care? I mean, if it goes south at this point, we're just done with it.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt we're gonna get much more playtime
so
out
we're
of it.
gonna go say away first.
It's such a bizarre little game.
Let's just go Yuri.
Oh, am I doing the voice again? Let's see what you've written for today.
Do you think Wendell should do Yuri?
Wendell, you should do Yuri's voice.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Ryan
Are you gonna keep doing it?
I can't. Okay. This one might be even better than the one yesterday. How did you ever pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. I just like being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it.
Well, I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you. I don't have to read this because that's just not going to work.
Can you see it?
Doing the most, really draw from our shared Appalachian heritage here. The raccoon. It's perfect.
Well, I mean, I would also have to translate it. It would just be the coon.
Yeah, nobody pronounces it right.
Yeah. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread. Can't do it. Can't keep a straight face. For a guilty snack, my attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as I was ordinary? Or
As an ordinary human.
As an ordinary human. This doesn't seem like a poem.
Yeah, this is prose.
I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread. My subconscious is well aware of the consequences. I was aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. It's like the whole teach a man to fish thing, maybe? I don't know. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom to bred my hungry curiosity. The raccoon or
An urge.
an urge.
Oh, she wrote a lot.
She's gonna kill this raccoon.
I can't read her writing. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more liftoff of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has... The coon has taken to following me. You could say... Are you sure that you didn't spike the milk or something?
No, it's just regular milk from Meyer, unless they spiked it.
You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A wish of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. So are we the raccoon? She gonna kill us? She just gonna straight up stab us?
This is nothing like her previous work. I don't know what the fuck this means.
She's a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way.
I mean, don't you have homicidal tendencies? I mean...
I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies.
Killing raccoons with a knife.
It's those sorts of things I usually force to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
I mean, she's straight up going sling blade here.
But she knew that she was going to share this with the group, so why do you keep them to yourself?
But because they're embarrassing.
Yeah, they are.
And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Ryan Chan?
Well, when they cut me, I stab them.
Yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities.
And if you're not respected, cut a bitch.
Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Appreciate it. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many good people like you, Ryan Chan.
That's an exaggeration a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd be so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just really a nice feeling, and you're to thank for that.
It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear.
That was rough. Wonder what weird poem she's gonna go on.
Who's doing Sayori?
I can try another voice. I don't care. I mean, ooh, I like this one, right? It has some nice feelings in it. Oh, go ahead.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
I think I do the giggle in that voice
That's
too.
not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's just why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feeling is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
She's just.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean. Well, I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad.
I can't see you liking something sad, Sailor.
Well, I like happy the most. Sometimes when you have had a rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make it a nice happy rainbow.
This bitch is crazy.
Sailor, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Oh, this is gonna be... Oh, there was this long too! Bottles, also appropriate for Appalachia. Oxy.
Needles,
Yeah.
Whatever. Bottles, I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Is that right? Scalp?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And now the bottle's on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Every bottle's a start to make amends.
This is
Okay,
weird.
not better than expected. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Not a...
It gets weird.
Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come, such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them down from the shelf, all one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let go, shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends, but my friends who aren't smiling, they're all shouting, bleeding something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
This is taking such a turn. Holy crap. Zoe, did you really write this?
Oh, she's mad now.
Of course I did. I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever.
Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot.
Oh, I bet she did.
And I bet I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy.
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit more. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
At this rate, it's
Don't get ahead
gonna
of
be pretty
yourself.
quick.
Sue has always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it.
Meanwhile,
a week later.
the school counselor on the other side of the one-way mirror is just taking copious notes this time.
She's like, bottles of pills, we gotta
Prepared.
medicate her more.
They're preparing the tranquilizer. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Monica?
Oh, my Monica. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Let's see. Is she the high pitched one?
Who's Natsuki?
Oh yeah,
Did
none
we
of
do
us.
Natsuki yet?
No, I don't think that one was me.
Is this about the festival?
Should we give her an accent?
I'm not gonna be able to keep that up. Well, sort of. Dang it. I can't do that. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need any much more time for few decorations. Suri's been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets so we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica.
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance.
I'm not ready to go to the truck stop with you. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the... Oh, that's not even me.
That's fine. Choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah's putting it on posters in case everyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't start putting these posters up, did you? Oh. Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a large group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagine that. Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people.
Or Twitch, as the case may be.
Yeah, I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. Oh, I'm reading the wrong one. We're the only one responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and we put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! Yeah! It's about time to express your feelings. Be intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, having fun.
That's right. And that's more reason that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Yeah, alright!
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone, else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! Well, this club's seriously gonna be the death of me.
Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way!
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect it to be in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Ah ha ha ha, of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line. She recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. 4 of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was... Oh, it's Wendell.
That's good. That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Oh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem's called Yuri Anxiously Poe.
That's a good one.
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called...
Oh no, this is Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she'd boiled her eating herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri's down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easy?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out better that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match.
Soft.
The poem isn't half so cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. Sayori.
I did it.
Good job, Sayori.
Even Ryan Chan liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. I don't know what accent.
Just keep changing it.
The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that the other poems would work quite well with that kind of delivery.
This stream is so bad. Thank God no one's watching because of Super Bowl, right?
Sayori eats a strawberry.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen other poems of yours with that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
Like Scooby-Doo. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a bit more. Oh,
I'll look.
Time to check Saori's email.
We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Ryan-chan. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Ryan-chan lower everyone's standards a little more before I have to do it. Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get this over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward.
Are your knees weak?
I'm so awkward.
Mom spaghetti?
I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway.
Participation award.
I keep returning. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. There's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem was called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well, even spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if you're giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends...
Well, that's like Texas
it's
Chainsaw
just
Massacre.
Embarrassing.
I can put on whatever face I want.
Well, that's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be better the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. And it might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know that the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far. I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Fine.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this.
All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though. Well.
Well,
Oh.
how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Ryan Chan. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was literally and figuratively spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier, like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
Let's just say that one day you're asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
Well, what would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Oh, we get a solution
what are we
here.
gonna do here?
Well, do we want to let the side hoe know that she's the side hoe?
She doesn't seem emotionally stable.
I mean-
Do any of them at this point?
I mean, they're also tiny Japanese girls who sound like mountain men. So.
I'm going home to my grizzly bear.
I'm inclined to tell her what I think she wants to hear. What do you think?
I mean, in real life, I probably wouldn't do that, but, she seems like she's crazy, so maybe it's like,
Well, where does Yuri live? I mean, that's vital information.
She
can
lives
let
next
her.
door to... Oh, Yuri. Well, this is not what the question's about. She's noticed our attention to Yuri.
And now she wants revenge.
She's
got that AK in her locker.
She's trying to, feel us out, find out where we really stand. What's your voters?
this is probably the first real decision that we have to actually make.
I feel like this will change the course
Should
of the
we
stream.
save?
We should save.
No, let's Iron Man mode this.
We're not safe, scrubs.
Probably Yuri.
Yeah.
All right,
I want to be honest.
We're going brutal honesty. Oh, walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. So
Oh, good cover.
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
that has nothing to do with what I just said.
You admitted it.
Jeez, there's not even any points in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. So, before long, you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you, Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
Do say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?
Who knows? Oh, another poem.
We have to write it. There was no talk of writing another poem.
We had to write another poem because remember they were like, "Oh, all yours are garbage. You need to write something for the festival."
So what? How are we? Are we still shooting at Yuri for this poem?
Well, I mean, we sort of like burned the bridge with our side hoe.
Okay. All right. Well, let's. Would extreme or extraordinary you think would be Yuri?
I think we did extraordinary
Hopeless.
first time.
No, Hopeless is the other girl.
You think extraordinary was correct?
Probably.
I don't think so.
Oh, so extreme then?
Maybe try extreme. Yeah.
Unrequited?
Probably, yeah.
Sounds a little bit like Yuri. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, because
Yeah.
that's what just happened. Oh, man. Wasn't Yuri's Crimson Eye, wasn't that the name?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Yuri. That has to be.
Okay.
I like how into it you guys are getting. Like,
I
what was her poem name?
Well, the game is finally giving me a win condition.
I
I don't know what effulgent means. You guys know effulgent?
No.
don't know what that is.
Just click on it and see what happens. We've got 20.
Oh,
yeah.
she would like a big word like that.
I think covet is probably Sayori at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think it's
probably.
excitement then?
Probably.
Or chocolate. Chocolate.
Because of the chocolates.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
Frightening, I think we got away with, right? Wasn't that correct?
I think the game developers missed an opportunity for meta meaning there because chocolate's the obvious choice, but there's a deeper rating.
Although it could be that whichever girl you chose up to that point got the chocolate no matter what.
you guys' investment.
Frightening,
Like we did
I'm in it to win.
I'm voting frightening. What do you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
Oh, nice.
Essence,
Essence, I bet, is purple.
I think we already did, yeah.
Yeah.
He will be mine.
Eternity, I think, was one, right?
Yeah, I think that was purple. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to talk tomorrow.
Tragedy? No, that was Sayori, wasn't it?
I bet that is that crazy bitch.
Probably intellectual.
Oh, everyone's saying effulgent is radiating. shining brightly.
After Image, I think, would probably be the only one here for her.
Yeah.
Captive.
Captive is the other one.
After Image.
Neighbor. I'm gonna feel real bad if that neighbor has a messed up home life, though.
I bet she does. Like, she lives in filth, remember?
Wasn't Ambient correct? At
I
some
think
point?
Ambient
Oh, yeah.
was, yeah.
Yeah. And Massacre.
I bet click on it because I want to see.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she's got a dark
Okay.
side.
I think probably Unrestrained or Dark. Dark might be Sayori. Probably Unrestrained.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or really, we're getting on this girl's wavelength at this point.
But isn't it going to be painfully obvious to the others? Maybe we should sprinkle in some misdirection.
Starscape, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah. Agonizing, that might be Sayori. Disarray?
But Dance. Dance is the
No, Dance is going to be
is-
Pink Girl.
Dance-
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
girl.
Well, intentional misdirection, because there's no way.
Okay.
Oh, that was Sayuri, though.
Oh, wow.
Uncontrollable, I think, would be Yuri.
Well, King Arthur, the choices obviously matter. Because Sayuri, or what's her face, Yuri, Purple Girl, knows that we like her.
Romance. She was romantic, remember?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. What's her name? Oh, no!
Oh, no.
Wow, okay. I think at this point we've already majority her, so does it matter? Vitality?
Sure.
Yeah, try Vitality on her. Yeah.
And
Was Calm her, or was that might have been
I
someone
think
else?
Passion, maybe? is
Yeah.
her?
Oh, no.
Wow. Waterfall?
I didn't see anything about a raccoon here. It's on a bread and
I
a
will
knife.
cut you.
Oh, Waterfall's I think we still got it. Oh, man. Okay.
Did they get to the fun part yet? We don't know anything about this
I don't
game.
know.
We picked it on a whim because it's
They
free.
said 3 hours, but that's 3 hours of reading, not talking. So
Yeah.
Anyway, on.
Oh, man. It's hard to do in a British accent. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, oh, that's you.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing the piano again?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not me. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club now, picking up the piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all. Oh, that's
you. Yeah.
oh, and I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat and all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
They didn't localize that.
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I didn't like it.
Is that some sort of
Like
homage
weird.
to tentacles?
Yeah. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people?
Oh, that's a reference.
Oh, and this is where it goes NSFW. We have to stop the stream. Because it's right in your name. Oh, it's Monica. Oh. Monica. Ah. Okay. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that Jake makes no sense in translation. Ah, never mind. Let's just go back, focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me?
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in the corner of the room
no.
looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori.
I wave my hand.
Oh.
I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Sorry, don't mind me. You can just go talk to everyone else.
Oh, she's mad.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone, you son of a bitch.
Well, all right. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Ryan-chan, what's up?
This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Just carving her name into the desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Ryan-chan. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try and talk to her myself.
But if you're not in my club, you can go to hell.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted me to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up to the person of interest.
Person of interest?
Uh-oh.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Ryan-chan.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else.
Eh?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're so funny, Ryan-chan. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. Oh, I've said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you just have to forget about what I said. I'll try and talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully.
Oh.
I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone to start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Sometimes the mouse doesn't click. Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts. How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, that's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't too hard for me to spot it based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything, I didn't want to do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if it caused you any concern.
Oh, don't apologize. Your troubles are only concerned with those who willingly share that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you prefer to share what's on your mind, well, I'd be glad to listen.
It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a little bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seemed a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh, that sounds quite romantic.
Eh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been just friends for a long time, that's all.
Ah, I see. And perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. a little too much.
Maybe I'm just reading too
Yeah.
much into it.
Maybe you're just both reading into it.
Ryan Chan, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Siori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what they may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too. And I also feel some concern for her, but in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
And Sayori, she really does mean a lot to you,
Shit,
doesn't
you're losing
she?
control.
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold, even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading?
As long as you're okay with it.
Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway.
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica. She smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori.
Oh.
This is a critical choice.
Well,
Do we go to Sayori to try and...
Yeah, probably.
what? Oh, what kind of person is Ryan Chan? We need to get in Ryan Chan's head. Is he a good person? It seems from his recent worries about her feelings that he is a good person.
But he did... Well, he was honest with her. If he goes to her now, is he going to have to further crush her? I mean, eventually we have to do it, right?
Yeah. Maybe it's better to get it out of the way.
Yeah. Let's do that. But will Yuri read into this?
Well, or should we talk to Monica first so we can get the side channel conversation?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good idea.
Look at this guy.
Now you're thinking like a Japanese high
That's the mountain accent. Hi, Ryan Chan. Have you thought any more about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ahahaha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
Your style's gotten so refined, Ryan Chan. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive.
Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself.
I don't know if I would be that complacent if somebody talked to me about coon murdering.
You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her.
That's...
Aha! It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her.
Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know.
All right. I get you. Just be careful, all right? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it would be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total They're just a bandage.
You say that like I'm going to hurt her.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself.
Yeah, those knives and raccoons. I mean,
Yeah.
if she doesn't impale herself, she's going to get rabies.
I'll share my poem with you now, all right? I'm a little Australian.
All right.
To the lady who knows everything, an old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the vacuum of the currents of the wind, day after day I saw it.
Victim.
Oh, victim. I read vacuum. I search with little hope.
I can't read it either. I'm getting old.
Yeah, I'm
My eyes are
like
going.
lean forward. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else has failed me, when others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the mind ceases to blow. I fall. Oh, the wind. The wind ceases to blow.
Oh, that makes more sense.
That makes a lot more sense. And I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find out
No end.
no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows that I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your...
Legend.
I read that as log out. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
That one makes no sense.
I think that she's referring to the narrator who knows what's happening, the person who wrote the plot of the story.
Okay.
This game developer is a terrible poem writer.
You know.
Poet.
Oh, that's obvious. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. Never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had let all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
You know, there's only one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised?
Angsty teenagers? I mean,
if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much time into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on.
Money in PHX subscribed. We've probably missed a lot of subs.
Yeah, we've just been reading. We're like invested now.
thanks, money in PHX. I appreciate it.
Yuri appreciates it. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like you have your own little literature. Literature, is that how they say it in Britain? Don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay.
Well, we didn't get any side channel information
No,
at all.
So are we going to say over now, or are we going to... Should we
Yeah.
just freeze her till the end, just crush her?
No.
She's sitting in the back of the room, and she's like watching him go around to every other girl in the club, and she's just like,
It's already awkward enough.
All right, we're going to go for her then?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice, I guess. Come on, I already asked.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you?
Oh, she's so buttery.
Probably Yuri.
Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. It's
Maybe.
she sees
That's
through
not
me.
really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping, and that makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club.
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters.
The psychologist behind the blackboard.
Thank you, Ryan.
Say a word. Is there something wrong?
No. I'm just a little tired today.
All right. Just tell me if you need anything.
Oh, I will. Don't worry, son of a bitch. Don't worry about me, okay? Bastard. I go play with someone else now.
If you insist.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today, so you can't walk my ass home.
Say word.
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
All right, so we probably want to go Yuri now, right? Like we got the uncomfortable part done. Natsuki is like the basic bitch we don't care about.
Ryan, your writing has only improved these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. Yeah, I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it's ever came to me this naturally.
Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling, I'm so glad I got a chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well...
Yuri smiles sadly.
Right, Jan, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people you want to fall in love with, or people you know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or even deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know, and those friends don't laugh at me, they don't tease me for spacing out all the time, and they don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Ryan Chan. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal.
It's getting a little too close to home.
A little bit, yeah. I used to eat by myself in the biology lab. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, goddamn hormones. And all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, right, Jim? But I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things, but every time how you've always treated me just like anyone else, and it's so rare I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them.
Hook, line, and sinker.
I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you.
Oh, this is handwriting.
I can't read this. It also doesn't help that I've been laughing so hard I can't see.
Yeah.
Ghost Under the Lock, Part 2.
Oh, this isn't Coon? Oh,
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It distracts as the blue-green light flickers. A lone figure caresses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. Is it caresses? Crosses. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart. Teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up an understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand, the flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green, my heart is amber.
Oh, you got her. You got her, man.
Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it, she looks away.
Mission accomplished. America background right now.
Do you, dislike it?
No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me, so thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes it back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
And suddenly an AK.
You can, the poem is,
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to.
Yeah.
Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope I can return the favor sometime.
Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. In the trash.
Now that the conquest is over, you're done with her? What's the chat saying?
I
My
don't
phone's
know.
about to die.
I don't know. I'm putting my heart into this, and Chad's just like, we're out.
Are you saying that a tiny Japanese schoolgirl wouldn't speak that way?
I'm saying that we ought to go to a jazz club in New Orleans. At least that's what the chat is saying. It's like you need to go to a jazz club or like a freestyle something and read some of these poems.
In the voices, though, right? Oh, look, Natsuki doesn't even want to read her poem to Ryan Shin. Yeah, no thanks.
You didn't even...
Next. Oh, wow, she hates us. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, alright? Why don't you start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh?
Do we have a dialogue option for talking to Monica about the raccoon? Because I'm real concerned about the raccoon's well-being.
I'm concerned about it too, but I don't think that they're ever going to let us talk about it again.
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is your mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone balances thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on. She actually... Oh, that's right.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Oh, is that so? Hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Wait, that was in quotes.
I think that's your thoughts.
Shouldn't that be a thought?
You should whisper it.
That should be in parentheses. God damn it, developer, that's not consistent.
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's alright. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And so for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. So you'll be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. No, not Suki's pouting. Jeez, I can't even tell.
Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not.
Too much estrogen in this room.
That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Ryan-chan.
The one who is truly useless.
Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand.
Oh, we have to choose.
You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that.
Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always a dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you wouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Ryan-chan may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Ryan-chan to...
What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Ryan-chan to decide how he'd like to do. Besides, he hasn't really gotten this chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Ryan-chan, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Very well.
In that case...
Everyone looks straight at me.
Oh, no.
But of course, I'm going to go with... Oh, Sayori
There is an option. With dot. I bet Sayuri's like the one who can like save the world. I bet that Monica has been possessed by some sort of monster. Now that Sayuri's gone, she can destroy everybody in the club.
Chat's going for Yuri.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, that's who we've put all our points into.
I mean,
If this were really high school, it would be Yuri.
yeah.
But
Monica is the wild card. We've never had a choice of Monica before.
I've been kind of worried. I mean, I'd also be kind of worried about Sayori as well.
Well, yeah, Sayori. I mean,
Well, she's the side
hurt,
piece.
but can we put Sayori's happiness above our own?
Well, no, not well. I mean, I thought about her happiness, but it's like, you know,
That
she's
bitch
gonna
tried
be
to take our
weird.
money.
Yeah, we already know that this is something weird's going to happen here. Something crazy is going to go.
Everyone keeps saying there's some sort of twist. We just don't know what it is.
I think we focus on trying to have sex before the killing starts.
Just like in real life.
I mean, have you seen a horror movie? That's the best possible outcome if you're a teenager in a horror movie.
Which one was it that said that they wore people's faces? That was Natsuki, wasn't it? She's totally like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
They all had some weird moments in their poetry. I mean, because it was Yuri who was the one who was like, I carved up a raccoon with a knife.
Yeah.
And then Sayuri had the weird one where she was like, I took bottles off of jars in the wall.
Well, it was literally like, I'm on happy pills. Like, that was
Yeah.
my read of it.
Alright, I think I vote Yuri. I mean, let's try to win the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I mean,
yeah, you're right.
Win.
Let's win.
Quotation marks. I'm sure this thing's rigged. At this
Well,
point.
I think Yuri might be like hurtling toward the apocalypse because the sexual tension can only get so high before something happens, right? That's the way I see it.
You can only play the key game for so long before somebody cuts out the pockets of the pants. So that when you stick your hand in the pants looking for the key, there's no pocket.
I was thinking like someone would die, but I mean the key game, it always comes back to the key game.
Well,
It's so awful.
I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri.
Me? Are you serious? Why would you, Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Ryan-chan?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm so glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay.
Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over?
Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Yuri.
Whatever your name is, Purple.
Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
Do you feel the same way, Ryan-chan?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. Oh, sorry. What about you, Natsuki?
Natsuki.
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Ryan Chan picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. I mean, they really go well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that.
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the only one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know, I'm not very good at it, though. Sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No. I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Eh? I turn around.
Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, get those digits.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yeah.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
I reckon. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Eh? My house?
Is that a problem? See, my house is in a barn and I kill cows, so...
Dead raccoons everywhere. No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense under normal circumstances, but if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer to just go to your house.
Alright.
Your house is probably not a shithole.
In that case, it won't be a
mountain.
problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Ryan Chan. I think that we'll make a very productive team.
Perhaps a reproductive team.
Nice. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you?
Well, I don't know. It's difficult for me to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But,
Yuri thinks to herself an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
yeah,
I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again.
Your half whispered grunts, really.
She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I guess.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
Really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door, and Yuri follows.
Okay, new theory. That Sayuri is gonna see them together, and then she's gonna kill herself.
Okay. I can't believe it. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that?
You might even get to hold her hand.
All the time I'll tell. But until then,
She's already breathed on me. I'm in.
I won't be able to take my mind off of it. Seriously, I can't wait.
Oh, loading.
It's already Sunday. All right, it's 10:53. Do we want to just wrap this up here, or?
I feel like that the game is about to do the horrible horror twist, and we're ending the stream.
I'm feeling kind of like there's a one more turn factor to this game.
I want to know. I want to know what
Let's see
happened.
how Sunday goes.
It's so weird. I'm like weirdly. I thought this would just be a meme game and we'd have to quit halfway through.
It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally.
Oh man. Only emojis though.
She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me?
I mean, I'd probably check on her.
I decided to visit Sayori before
man.
Yuri comes over. Oh, it's going to turn, isn't it?
This is it. I don't know
Rather
what's
than
gonna
asking,
happen.
I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself.
They have nice houses.
Yeah.
Again, we used to play so often, and we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is
Oh
quiet.
no, this is gonna be dark, isn't it?
Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori?
Oh, she's alive. Whew.
Who does Sayori?
That's Wendell. It's a high-pitched mountain man.
Hi, Ryan-chan.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You've come along. You haven't come over in a long time like this, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been.
That's messy, man.
I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
She just misses someone to clean her room.
That's because I ended up cleaning it for you.
How come you all of a sudden want to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preps, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Yuri then?
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Ron-chan.
Huh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me, but it's just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
What's the girl?
Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Ryan-chan. I'll have to kill you now. You're wrong. Nothing has happened. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're just really going to make me say it, aren't you, Ryan-chan? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? What do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. A reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into carrying waste by having it spent on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond.
Me too.
How's it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? That explains her poetry choices.
She totally just Robin Williams this.
Did she really
Oh, she
want so
did.
badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Ryan-chan. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head.
That's it.
That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
This is like way darker.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Ryan-chan. There is nothing at all. The only thing I could have done is be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way I couldn't understand. And now you come here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's all I'm going to accept these punishments because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
So, you got some happy pills around here, Sayori, or?
This is, yeah.
SSRI inhibitor.
yeah.
Ryan-chan.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club.
Why is it black?
Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Ryan-chan.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this.
This is some melodrama.
Sayori barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care.
If you have any...
No, I'm sorry.
If you have any to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Ryan-chan. This is the only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain.
What the fuck is this game?
Your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go. And as she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
Yeah. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow then, okay?
All right. I look forward to it. Okay.
I do not understand what just happened.
11:03.
Somebody needs to get on the phone and get her a new prescription. There's something up with her meds.
That got really dark. Like, I feel like sad now.
Are we going to be playing this on Friday? Because I feel like we're going to be playing this on Friday.
Well, if we're gonna leave, I mean, we haven't seen whatever it is.
I think that is the twist going to be really dark. Like,
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, I think it's gonna be darker than that.
Yeah.
If we cliffhanger it right now, I think we guarantee that some more people come back and watch on Friday. Don't you think?
did we have good numbers? I didn't even look.
I didn't even look either. I
Yeah.
I
don't know.
mean, there's a lot of chat, but
That doesn't necessarily mean that a lot of people are watching.
In my imagination, it was like 12, but I'm going to be morbidly embarrassed if it was like 500. So.
Skeletor says finish Sunday first. One one more turn.
Well, we can't play till midnight.
130 watching. So yeah.
Wow.
That's embarrassing. All this horrible voice acting.
You guys are awesome.
All right. So do you think? I wonder how long Sunday's going to take, though.
I feel like we're toward the festival is
All
tomorrow.
right, well, we'll get to the festival. How's that? Does that work?
I think. Well, will that be? I think that'll be worse because something is clearly about to happen.
Do you think cliffhanger now?
Yeah.
Yeah, because what if she kills Yuri?
Yeah.
Save our progress. Yeah, we don't want to lose it.
Yeah, it'd be tough to get back to this point in the game by clicking for now.
Yeah. Like save 3 more copies just in case.
Oh man, what a strange
Well, you want
game.
more copies just in case?
Yeah, just in case.
Look at the happy menu. Like what a weird game. This was free though. No money was spent.
It definitely hits a little close to home at times, though.
We were all those weird kids in high school.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody
Guilty as charged.
Somebody put a lot of effort into this game.
I'm starting to wonder if Steam has like a psychological profile in me, and that's like incorporating it into the characters because it's like, oh yeah.
Maybe there's other characters we don't even see because it's like these are the ones you'll relate to the most.
Yeah.
Maybe there's DLC you can unlock other characters.
That's not creepy at all, Steam.
All right, well,
Thank you everybody for watching.
What a bizarre little.
What
tune in on Friday.
What a bizarre-
What happens with Sayori?
It is. I will say that it is not the vapid dating simulator that we thought it would be.
We thought it was just going to be a goofy, like, play for an hour game.
It's not even that, and yet it's turned out to be interesting.
I feel like the overly drawn out exposition was to draw us in for it getting dark. Because I think if it got dark immediately, we would be even more inclined to make fun of it.
Because these girls, it had to give them that sort of like nonsensical Japanese schoolgirl thing.
Yeah.
And then,
Take it away.
It's like they're all just as pure as the driven snow, and like the one has no idea that she's talking about horrible things happening at a truck stop because that's where our mind, all 3 of us, that is where our mind went.
To be fair, I didn't think about it initially, and then the more I listened to it, I was kind of like, that's a little weird. And then you guys were like, that she's talking about a glory hole.
Oh, only on PGP. Good night, everybody.
This game. What a weird game.
God, look at that pink background.
It's so stupid.
I think there's going to ever be any other characters in this game?
Have we stopped it? Or are we still going?
No, we're still streaming.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we're still streaming. We're done now.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we stopped or not, but yeah, I don't know. What a weird game. What a weird game.
Find out on Friday, 7:30 Eastern Time.
Woo! How's that Super Bowl?
I think something about Philadelphia was burning.
That probably means they won.